Alright folks, welcome back to Farming Simulator 19. I was just checking the weather here. You see a chance for some rain, maybe turning into snow if it goes any colder tonight. So middle of winter here. Alright, I guess end of winter, day 5 of winter. So we're just about getting to that springtime. Although it still would be a little while before we're ready to plant. But we got some preparation stuff to get ready, so let's get to it. Alright guys, we made our way down to the shop here. We had to get some seed and had to get ready for spring planting, so we don't need a whole lot more seed. We have some already, seed tenders full. So we're drove the truck down here and we're gonna get this thing loaded up. I talked to Rich, he's busy with a customer right now. So we're gonna have to load it ourselves. But first, I've got a surprise for you guys. We upgraded our combine. That's right. We got rid of the S790, a little bit smaller. And upgraded it to a S790. So this thing's pretty much brand new. Got a really good winter deal on it. This thing has over 600 horsepower. Has a way bigger bin on top. I think the other one could hold like 15,000 liters, and this one can hold 22,000 liters, I want to say. We got 36-inch tracks on it, so it'll float over anything. Super pumped to drive this thing. I just can't wait. Hop into here, fire it up. Alright, listen to that. So the inside's pretty much the same. Got the monitor up here, if I can get it to come down. There we go. We got the side controls over here, operating hours, all that stuff, field hours. And then all the combine instrument panel right here. And yeah, pretty cool. So super excited to use this thing in the spring. We'll be harvesting all that canola and winter wheat. So this is going to come in real handy. Be able to make more passes before we unload into the grain bin. So it's going to help a lot. So this is part of our task today. We're going to have to come back down here, pick this up. I wanted to get the seed loaded. Like I said, Rich is busy. He got a couple on there. But he said we can go ahead and borrow the forklift and use this. But man, is it cold. What, 33 degrees out here? We got to load this on our own. No doors on this thing. Work. So there is a chance for snow tonight. So I got the snow plow and snow blower hooked up to the Massey. I'll show you guys that once we get up to the shop. But for now, I'm just gonna give you guys a nice little time lapse of me loading this. Alright, let's get these strapped down. Oops, get that one a little bit crooked. That strap will hold it. Don't want these flying off anywhere. we'll head back up to... Alright, we made it back up to the shop here. We'll park it right here so we can use a skid steer to unload it. There we go. Get these straps off. Alright. So we got some sitting here. We unloaded the air cart that's hooked up to the seeder. I don't want that sitting all winter with seed in the tank. The shop Quonset thing we keep it in over there isn't heated at all, so I can damage the seed, of course. But this shop here is slightly insulated, so it doesn't get too cold. Stays just above freezing usually, and that's what we want. So it's good condition for the seeds to be in. So I'm gonna get this unloaded here. I'll do this. A little bit of what's going on in my life. I had a couple interviews this week. Everything went pretty well. Most of the places I talked to are just hiring into pilot pools. So just kind of wait and see what goes on with that. The airlines are seeing a little more bookings, so that's always good news. That way we can start some sort of recovery, and I think people do want to travel, so that'll definitely help the airline industry recover. So I think definitely domestic air travel is going to recover first before international travel, it seems like. So yeah, I'm just kind of hanging in there, seeing what happens, making some video for y'all. So that's what's going on. Of course, it wouldn't be right if I didn't mention all of the protests going on and all of that. I've always been against racism. I didn't really see it in the Midwest, but after moving down to Arizona, I heard more of it, saw a little more of it, and I can't imagine what folks go through. So I'm definitely against it, and helping to support any way I can. And then the change starts with individuals all the way up to our leaders. So if you get a chance, I recommend watching Just Mercy. Me and my wife watched that, and we watched 13th. 13th was on Netflix. So a really good documentary on everything that's happened, really. So recommend educating yourselves and starting out by watching those two things. Alright, well, I'm going to get this unloaded, and we'll hook up to the lowboy, head down, and get our new S790. Alright, so we finished unloading that. Back this trailer up, hook up to the lowboy next to it, head on over to the shop. Let's see, it's noon right now. It's supposed to rain about 6 tonight, so I want to get that harvester in the shop before then, which should be able to do that. Plenty of time left. We actually got the new header sitting over there already, new corn header. It looks pretty much the same, just newer version. Made to go with the S790. The shop came and dropped it off earlier. Let's see here. The air hose is hooked up. There we go. Alright. So, yeah, there's a new corn header. We got the same draper, same 45-foot draper. That doesn't change, or the model hasn't changed over the years. So we can still use that one. Our winter wheat is looking good. It went dormant with the winter here, but it's looking good. It's in a good spot. Should stay nice and healthy through the winter. Those cars coming. And here we go. This is the nice part about living right next to the shop. Alright, let's flip this thing around. And that. There we go. Alright, let's hop in this, get this loaded. See if we can get this back down here nice and straight. A little bit further. There we go. That should be good. That'll stay on there good. Maybe just barely. We're not going too far. Alright, we made it back, no problem. So, the shop came and got our S790 already. So we are good to back this thing into here. And it'll sit there until summer, unfortunately. I know, I wish I could run it right away, but fortunately not. I'm gonna love this huge bin on the top though. All that extra hopper storage. Alright, get this thing back there. There we go. Alright, she's all tucked in for the rest of the winter. Alright, so we are back in the shop. It just started raining. Look at that. We'll see if it turns to snow later. We got one last thing we need to do. I got most of the equipment fixed here, and oil change, filters replaced. You see we got the Massey here, the snow plow, and got this nice snow blower hooked up. Of course, now that I hooked it all up, it's probably not going to snow, but yeah, that's how it works usually. But we got the oil changed, filters replaced on both of these tractors. They're both ready to go for spring. We just got to work on this one. So let's get the door open and move that over to the shop. Get this one open too. This. Try to let in as much cold air as possible. This rain is a little bit nice. Has been pretty dry all winter. Oh, a bird got in here. Come on. Yeah, like I was saying, this rain is pretty nice. It's been pretty dry all winter, so this will help. Pop the hood here. There we go. Close this. Alright, so we got the tractor in here. We got oil filter right there. We got to replace. We got to check the fuel filter over here. Replace the air filter. and get this thing all ready to go. I think that's pretty much all we have to do. This thing will be ready. So let's get to it. Alright, so we got that work all done. This tractor's pretty much ready to go. And shut this hood. There we go. And then I'm just going to leave this parked in here until we use it, rather than opening all the doors again. So we all know that costs money. Alright. We'll see if we get any snow tonight. And then it's going to be the last day of winter tomorrow. Alright guys, good morning. Well, we didn't get any snow yesterday. As you can see, today's pretty much the last day of winter. We are all ready to go. It's going to be a little bit before we can plant yet, but we still got some preparations. Ooh, it's still a little chilly out here. So what's going to happen coming up is we got corn planting. 2 of our fields. Corn is going into, let's see, pull this up. Corn is going into this field and this field here. So we still have to, we still got to cultivate this field, and we're gonna have to plow this field. So we got both of those we need to do this spring. I pretty much got a round of fertilizer on those. I think we need a couple more rounds of fertilizer on this field and this field. But we got winter wheat and canola in those. So that's what is going to be coming up in the videos. We're going to see if we can do some more demos coming up this year. So that's something else to look forward to. So thanks for watching the video. I know it was a short one. Hit that like button if you guys liked the video. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Thanks again.